Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel guys. Support this channel guys by subscribing, liking and sharing. It gives me motivation to do what I do guys, knowing that you guys out there appreciate what I'm doing. So today guys, I want to talk about the happenings of the world. Why is it that when they're having a problem with each other, they want to call it as a world war? Have you noticed when they're fighting, when they have calamity between each other, they've got conflicts between each other, they start fighting each other, they want to call it world war. Why? Why do they want to include everyone? This thing has nothing to do with Africa. This thing has nothing to do with Asia. Let me not talk about Asia. Let me talk about my people. This thing has nothing to do with Africa. So why must they say world war or call it world war? Because them white people are fighting each other. Sort out your conflicts yourselves and don't involve us as a people. We have nothing to do with this. Listen, this thing bothers me too much. A civilization started in Africa, right? We taught them how to do things, how to build, how to live as human beings, everything. We showed them how to do this. They're the ones who started these wars, things to destroy each other and stuff like that. You understand? Now, Africa, we need to be self-sufficient. You know, when you are dependent on someone, let me not say dependent, they have forced it on us to be dependent on them because they're the ones who control the economies, they're the one who controls the currency, they're the ones who controls the commodities and how things must move. So you see, people already are crying in Nigeria because of the hike of the fuel prices. People in the DRC are crying because of the hike of the fuel prices. People in Malawi are crying because of food commodities and other things have hiked because of what is happening in Russia. Why do we have to always pay the price when they have conflicts? African leaders, you need to come up with something that will self-sustain this continent. You understand? Let us not be reliant on them. When they are fighting each other, nothing must affect this continent or nothing must affect a ordinary citizen of a country or ordinary citizen of this continent called Africa. We must not suffer. No. Let them fight themselves. Let them clear their messes without affecting us. Now, we know that they control the currency, the economy, and whatever. Why can't we have a trade center, an African trade center, whereby the economy of Africa would be controlled here in Africa? You understand? You can choose any country that can have that World Trade Center, Africa Trade Center, where everything that Africa does, the economy, the currencies are controlled in that particular country or in that particular place. You cannot tell me no, because when we do that, they will rise against us. No, they will put sanctions. No. If we unite as a people, don't care what they do, we have to do this. Some of you, maybe you are scared to say they will assassinate you. Let me tell you something. They assassinate you, 10 more heads rise on that one that they took away. That's just a fact. Africa, we can do it. You understand? Let us not be self-reliant on these guys. Africa, we can do it. We have everything that is needed in this continent. We've got the brains, we've got everything that is needed in this continent. We've got the resources, we've got whatever that you can think of to make this continent prosper. It is high time we started thinking in those lines. It is high time that we started taking things seriously and moving away from the Western kind of rule or propaganda or way of doing things. When we stick to our African ways and African things to do things for our own, you see, we'll start standing up on our own feet. Let us not rely on the West. See what is happening now. They want to call it as what? World war. When it's Russia, Ukraine, and America involved. America, they have run away now. NATO don't want to involve itself. Now, Africans need to suffer. For how long are we going to continue in this kind of situation? They fight themselves, we pay the price. For how long? African leaders, wake up, man. Rise up. Leaders of tomorrow, youths, guys, if you're listening to me, let us start thinking of ways how we can save this continent. We can do it, guys. Just like they manipulated us to fall under their rule, for them to oppress us, we can still come out from that and come up on top the way it's supposed to be. We've got engineers, we've got doctors, we've got everything, our minds, intellects, and everything that you need to make a country, a continent to prosper. We can do it, guys. We can do it. Let us not suffer because of their doing. Let us not allow that. We cannot suffer because they are fighting each other. They cannot resolve their conflicts. If Africa is having conflicts, tribal conflicts, because we are one people having conflicts, you understand? Let me not enter into those things, but let me just say, when Africa, we are having conflicts, you understand? They say African conflicts, né? African wars. But then when they are fighting, they want to include everyone to say it's a world war. World War I, it had nothing to do with Africa. World War II, it had nothing to do with Africa. It was them fighting each other because they couldn't understand each other. They wanted, this one is greater than this one is greater than that one. Then they call it a world war, and the whole world ended up suffering. That is not supposed to be done like that. Africa, we have nothing to do with it. My people, let us wise up and let us stop relying on them. Look at what's happening on the fuel now. The fuel is hiking. People will suffer. Motorists will suffer. The prices for food now are going up. And let me tell you guys, it's going to get worse. That is why you need to learn how to grow your own food. Plant some vegetables, plant some tomatoes, some onions, some cabbages. Know how to live on your own without depending on them, because things are getting harder by the day. That's a fact, guys. That's a fact. Save as much as you can. Not in the bank, because they will, have your own safe and put your Kalito something somewhere. You understand? Save, guys. Be self-sufficient. Don't rely, because times where we are heading, times will be tough. They will fight each other. When they fail to contain each other, they will start bombing other cities now, and they will start other cities and other countries and other continents, and they will start calling it world war. When other continents and other countries and African continent has nothing to do with it. So don't call it world war. Say white war or European American war. Don't involve us. Don't involve us. We have nothing to do with it, and leave us alone. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and sharp.